Ding dong.
Hello, my name is Dinjarin, and I would like to share with you the most amazing child.
His name is Grogu.
Bing bong, bing bong.
Wow, hello, and welcome to another episode of Project Beskar. I don't know what just happened, but I'm here with my favorite ding-dongs.
Favorite ding dongs.
Favorite ding-dongs. Yeah, welcome. It's hot in here.
It's very hot in here.
They are working on the roof and the AC, so nothing here works.
Yep.
Great.
I mean, that's how it's been the past couple weeks, honestly.
Yeah.
It's still been pretty hot.
To be honest, I didn't even know there was like AC like out there.
Out there?
Is there AC out there?
Oh, yeah.
Well, just with the big swamp cooler thing.
Oh, you mean like in the actual warehouse?
Yeah.
Oh, no. We got the swamp cooler. I meant like in here.
Yeah, no, in here we can't figure it out.
Yeah.
If you know how to work an AC unit, please let us know. Comment below. We don't know how to use ours.
Yep.
All right, so
We got a lot of news today.
lots of stuff to talk about. Wow. D23 just happened last week, 2 weeks ago,
I think 2 or 3 weeks ago.
2 or 3 weeks
2
ago.
weeks.
Yeah.
I think it was 2
we
weeks.
haven't talked about it at all. Weston and I were out of town for work, so we didn't get a chance to talk about any of it.
They left me.
We left Blake behind. Sorry, buddy.
That we did.
Sorry.
That we did.
It's okay. I was having fun on the dance floor at a wedding.
Anyway.
Anyways, also shout out to Chris Bump, who was with us that weekend.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Chris.
Chris Bump.
Bumpity Chris. Cool. D23. Lots of stuff happened, whether it was like Disney parks, Marvel, Star Wars.
Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson.
His favorite thing in the
Wow.
whole wide world.
Percy Jackson.
Comment down below who you think your Greek godparent is, if you're a demigod.
Poseidon.
I feel like that's like a good answer. That's like a good one.
But that's like actually my answer, not just because I watch Percy Jackson. Or I mean,
No, that's why I
read
know.
Percy
Like
Jackson,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
God, who would your godparent be?
I don't
Greek
know.
godparent.
I
Your godly parent.
Who would your
I
godly
don't
parent
know
be?
enough about them.
I feel like mine would be either Poseidon or Ares.
Part of me, because I love the ocean.
Yeah.
I like, just me, Jeremy, personally. I love the ocean. I love the water. So I would say Poseidon.
Oh, I hate the ocean.
I'd
so
probably get
definitely
stuck
not.
with like Hermes or something. Like
I could see
with
you being
my
a
luck.
Hermes kid.
Oh,
No, because you don't really travel.
yeah, I don't really like traveling. I want to say Poseidon. I really want Poseidon.
I'm trying to think of one for Weston.
I don't really care.
Aphrodite.
I do get these good looks from her, huh?
Oh my goodness.
So besides Percy Jackson, there's some cool things.
That's all that really matters is Percy Jackson, right?
I don't know. Nope. You
It
know?
is to me right now.
All right.
Sorry.
Star
I'm
Wars.
just very excited for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Star Wars, cool. We got some actual trailers out now.
Yes, we
so
do.
we got season 3 of the Mandalorian trailer. Oh God, everything looks so good. I just want to get that camera now. Hi, we have a new camera.
Oh wait, we
angle.
do have that one.
Yeah. We're trying a different We're trying a different angles this week.
Comment below if you like it.
Yeah, if you like it, let us know. Back to Jeremy.
Hello. Oh God, he's been falling all day. That's where I'm at. Hi. Yeah. So Mando season 3 looks phenomenal. God, we get to see so many different Mandalorians this season, and it's just insane.
All the different armor styles that they already showed off. Very excited for that.
Bent rangefinder, the Mandalorian.
Bent range. It's not.
It took me a while to realize why it was called the Mandalorian, and I was like,
He's a mango.
"Oh, I see."
It's like a
He's
mango.
got the mango color.
Yeah,
I like it. It's
Yeah.
cool.
I
Fun one.
mean orange.
I like all the colors. I know you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah, colors are
The
cool.
colors are really cool in there. very post-imp theme of the mismatched colors, almost look like scrapping things together.
Yeah.
Really cool. I didn't even watch the trailer.
I know.
We just focus on watching them.
I've seen the screenshots of the Mandos, but I didn't actually watch the trailer.
Oh, it's so good.
I just
It's
I
very
don't
good.
I don't want to.
I have
just-
never been more hyped for a piece of content than like watching this trailer, and like I'm just so excited for season 3.
Dude, I know I'm jumping ahead, but Andor, that's what I was like really excited for. Because it's kind of like the same vibe almost, I feel like, as like season 1 Mando. Still pretty grungy and
Yeah,
A bit different.
like
but
it's more
yeah.
like back to the roots, I feel like,
yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
you know. But we'll get into that.
we'll
We'll
talk
get to
about
that.
Andor soon.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, or skip ahead.
Let's skip ahead.
I don't know when we're gonna talk about it, but we're gonna talk about it. So if you,
Skip
if you,
ahead
if you just
to
don't want to hear about
24
skip
minutes
ahead.
and 46 seconds.
I wonder what that's gonna be.
I don't know.
We'll
I'm really
we'll
curious.
find out in 24 minutes and 46 seconds. Comment below what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mando season 3, exciting.
And Tales of the Jedi.
Tales
trailer.
of the Jedi.
Holy cow! Like, I loved it.
You watched that trailer.
I did watch that trailer
Yeah.
because I saw animated clones, and I was like, oh, I need to look at these
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, I am excited for it. I just hope it's not like 10-minute episodes.
It'll be
I hope we
somewhat
get-
short, but
Because
know.
like we talked about like Visions, how that was pretty short, but it's like that was such a different story,
Yeah.
you know. And these are like characters that we really want to get more in depth with, and so I just hope that they're at least like 20 minutes long, just
Yeah.
like a normal animated.
with Ahsoka,
series.
I can understand, short episodes where it's like, because we already
Yeah.
know so much about her in the Clone Wars.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But with Dooku,
Yeah.
he's someone especially that you want to see that background with.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
exactly.
very much looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Maybe even his meeting with Jango Fett about the cloning process.
Ooh.
That would be really cool. I'm not gonna get my hopes up for it, but
Disney, take this man's idea.
with Jango Fett again.
I
in
hope
something.
there's more than one, like, I guess, season of this.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be cool to get a lot more. But yeah, that Dooku one I'm very excited for. The Ahsoka one, obviously very excited for. We get to see a new Inquisitor that I think is from the books that we get to finally, I guess, that whole scene play out, which is kind of cool. What else did they show in that one?
Star Wars wise, they didn't really show any trailers besides that. They showed some images from the Ahsoka show. Just, showing like the wall art with Sabine and some things like that. But
Yes.
yeah, other than that, Lucasfilm had Indiana Jones 5 to show off.
Was there a trailer
Yeah.
for that?
I don't know.
I
Oh.
think they showed a trailer at the panel, but didn't air it.
Mm.
But
So you could probably find it on YouTube somewhere.
hopefully somebody, I hope somebody, I don't condone pirating, but I hope someone did that for that
I
one.
love pirating, dude. I love
Arg.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Such a good movie.
Terrible
Yeah,
dad jokes with
So
fun
it was, I saw the clip of like Harrison Ford. It's like after they had shown the trailer and stuff, and him just getting very just like emotional and saying like how proud he is of like the story that they're telling. And it was kind of cool to like see him kind of get emotional over this movie. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what happens.
Same. Love me, Harrison Ford.
Mm-hmm. Willow was another thing that was announced with Warwick Davis, which I don't know anything about it
Me
going into
neither.
it, but I'm just gonna watch it.
Same.
If it has Warwick Davis, I'm
Yeah.
I'm on board.
Yeah, definitely.
Besides that, some fun Disneyland news. We're both pass holders, Blake and I.
Renewed yesterday. Whoop whoop.
There you go.
All right, 2 days
And-
ago, I guess, but whatever.
Disney does not want more unfavorable attendees, so they have not opened up
God.
passes. So I can't
I
buy
need one of those
yet.
shirts
Yeah.
that you got.
Mm-hmm. It's a
I
great
really
shirt.
want one of those shirts.
Cast member was laughing at the
Yeah.
parking garage. She saw it and she was like, "Wait, is that an unfavorable shirt?" And she just started
Yeah.
laughing.
Where did you get that? Like Etsy or something?
I think Amazon.
Amazon? Dude, I'm gonna grab one of those.
Yeah. For those that don't know, Bob Chapek, the CEO of like Disney. I don't know if it's like Disney Parks or just Disney in general.
I think
Disney
just
in
Disney in general.
Okay, well, at some shareholders meeting, he was going over numbers and basically called all the annual pass holders unfavorable attendees because we don't spend as much money there.
Which is so not true.
I mean, I think when we all go, I think we're all just dropping money left and right, whether it's like
Yeah.
Star Wars merch, drinks, and stuff. Like, I feel like when we all go,
I go every time and I go to that cantina and I
Mhm.
spend like $30 just on myself.
There's no way to not spend $30 there minimum.
Yeah, like like if you get your 2-drink minimum, it's $30. If you want to get a souvenir cup, it's like 50 for the cup or
Yeah.
something crazy like that. Like
Mhm.
I spend so much money there. I pay for parking because I didn't get the top tier pass.
Oof.
I
Was it
still pay for
parking's like
parking.
$40, right?
30.
30?
Yeah. But now I have
Still a lot.
25% off or something like that, or 15.
Huh.
Whatever
For
it
only,
is, I
for
don't know.
only Toy Story though.
Yeah, for only Toy Story, but I'll park at Toy Story.
Which is
for
like
some-
the best parking lot there.
I just like parking in the structure because
It's
then I
like,
just
like the
walk down.
tram.
Well, yeah, because then I gotta walk down. It's like super easy. I feel like it's quicker, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure. You work there, so
I don't work there anymore.
no. That's what I said. You worked there.
I just like Toy Story because so my apartment is literally on the other side of that parking lot.
Oh yeah.
So I literally just like swoop, get in, get out, or get in quickly, hop on the bus, and then the bus leaves you like right on the front entrance of the parks.
Mm-hmm.
Which like for me, it's like super like I could probably be in the park if on a good day I could probably get into the park in like 15 minutes or less.
Can you walk there?
No,
Oh,
I just don't want to walk anywhere.
Cool. Yeah.
Walking, no walking.
They have they announced the Incredible Hulk as a character meet and greet,
Yes.
who has already been out and apparently has broken down like once or twice. He's having a rough time starting.
The Green Baymax.
Sure.
That's what he
Whenever
looks
he
like.
walks,
He looks like Baymax.
He's got his arms out. He's just
He looks like Baymax.
It's
I
so
love
cool.
it.
I've seen
Never
like
seen
videos of him like actually meeting people, and I feel like he can actually like carry a conversation.
Yeah.
Someone was like oh like how are you, how's your day, and like talking to him, and it was like he was like it was like an actual like responses, and I was like
Sure.
oh, this is actually like pretty good. Yeah, I really want to go meet him. Even like when like he comes out, the so it's the HQ door with the Avengers logo where like Iron Man and them come out.
Yep.
And then on the other side is like this big old gate, and then like that opens, there's like lights and fogs, and he comes out. That's pretty dramatic and pretty cool.
Yeah.
I want to meet him.
That's it. Let's go see him today.
All right.
Let's do it.
They can go see him today.
Oh right. Still waiting on that pass for Jeremy.
Disney let me in.
Let me in.
I will go with you guys. I will hang out at downtown Disney. You just FaceTime me. Just FaceTime when you guys are in
FaceTime
the
with the
park.
Hulk. Be like, hey Hulk, here's our friend.
Here's our friend. Say hi.
It's like, hey, my friends are in the park without me. Maybe they'll feel bad and just let me in. I don't know. Ooh, another cool thing. Magic bands are coming to Disneyland.
Magic
I
band.
still don't get what those are.
Okay, so magic bands are basically just a wristband that's full of magic.
Magic?
Can I
You can
fly?
put,
What kind of magic? Elf magic? Fairy magic?
I guess pixie dust. I don't know.
Pixie dust?
That's
Like
a
Hogwarts
Disney.
magic? I don't know. I'm just curious what kind of magic.
Swish and flick your wristband.
Yeah.
So magic band, basically you can put your pass on there, your payment on there. And there's a lot of cool like interactive features throughout the parks, which is one really exciting thing that is really cool is in Galaxy's Edge there's going to be a bounty hunter experience.
What?
So you like scan your magic band and you get like different like prompts, and you have to go and like find your bounty throughout Batu. And yeah, so you go through, you capture your bounty through those different prompts, and then you go back to like the starting point and you get like credits.
What do I get to spend my credits on?
I don't know.
Because if it's merch, dude, I'll sit there all day
Right.
bounty hunting.
merch all day.
Just beep, beep, beep,
Like even
just
if it's a cool
going
little
around.
pin or something like that'd be really cool. But
Yeah.
like since Galaxy's Edge opened, there was the datapad app
Mhm.
on the Play app,
Yeah.
and
you can get pins from it.
you get credits. Oh yeah, you could, like
can
you
get,
little,
like, a-
virtual badges.
No, you can get actual pins.
Oh yeah.
There's
you
like
gotta buy
a-
them, no?
Yeah, but you have the only way you can buy them is if you like complete these like
Like
certain
little missions.
tasks. Yeah.
Oh.
I never found out what they were, but
So in the actual
pretty cool.
app, there's virtual badges that you can win, and then there were certain physical copies of those badges. So it's like the ones that in the app, but it's like an
Yeah.
actual physical one. But yeah, so in the actual datapad app through Galaxy's Edge, you can get virtual credits. So there's different like quests and stuff you can do in the app, and you get like money. And then even when you go on the Millennium Falcon ride, when you're working for Hondo, at the end you get like a certain amount of credits. So if your Bluetooth is on, you have the app on while you're on the ride, it'll just connect to your app and like transfer you the credits.
That's kind of creepy.
It's kind of cool. Well, no, and it's so cool because I don't know how it works, but in the app, like you build your reputation throughout Galaxy's Edge, whether you're First Order, smuggler, or Resistance.
Smuggler.
It's cool. So you choose like what kind of like faction you want to fight for, and sometimes when Kevin and I went, we went to the Blue Milk stand, and he was buying something, and this girl like referenced something that happened to him in the app. She's like, "Oh, so I heard you just got off the Falcon ride and you like wrecked Hondo's ship, like something like that." And he's like, "How did she know like what happened?" So I don't know.
That's creepy, dude.
I don't know if there's something like that, but like that was the first and only time that's ever happened to us, where like they knew something that happened in the app, and I was like, "Oh, is that like that interactive?"
Wow, that's cool.
But cool. I hope with the Magic Bands, it's even more like up there.
We're also getting San Francisco.
San Francisco, yeah.
San Francisco.
Is that what it is? Tokyo?
San Francisco.
Okay.
I just want to see Baymax.
Oh, we get Baymax again. I miss him.
Baymax.
I already like the Pacific Wharf how it is, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel when I'm sure when it comes out and it's like all changed, it'll look really cool. But
Yeah.
I like Pacific Wharf.
I hope it don't lose his margaritas. Did you guys ever get the margaritas over there? So good.
Get those.
What else? San Francisco.
Din Djarin and Grogu.
Din and Grogu.
In Batu.
Yes.
Yeah. Right now we have recently they had announced Boba Fett and Fennec, and they've been walking around. Boba is the coolest person ever. But I'm excited to see Din Djarin also walking around. I'm sure there'll be pretty big crowds around him the whole time, but
I cannot imagine that man walking around and like just never there not being a mob around him.
With the way they do with Boba Fett, like he has to keep walking around. So like he starts off, you know that little speeder area where Rey usually chills. There's like that entrance for Boba Fett to come out, and he'll go along like the tables and stuff. You know, there's like the seating area out in like the walkway. It's right outside the markets, and then he'll walk into the market and walk around a little bit, and then he pretty much just makes a loop and then comes back and then goes away. But like he seems like he's on like a time schedule, because when I saw him, like he couldn't like stop for photos with anybody. He had to just like make a few comments and keep walking, and he just kept going around. And there was a video of some lady trying to get him to like stop to take a photo, and she like grabbed his arm, and he was like
don't ever grab the characters.
Do not do that.
Do not ever grab characters.
Dude, I saw the saddest thing when like a year ago when like COVID was still a thing, and like the characters couldn't like touch anybody, you know, or like even be around anybody. And I watched this little girl run up to I think it was Minnie Mouse.
I know what video you're talking about. It
wasn't a video. Like, I was there.
Oh, you were there.
Yeah, I watched it happen. She's like running up to this little, or to the Minnie Mouse. She's running up, and like she's like big hug, like coming in, and like the person that walks around with him like stopped her, and I was like, so sad, dude.
Yeah, a year ago when it was like very intense like COVID protocols in the park. So it's like when they had the distance meet and greets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I used to work there, and so it's like it's more just like for like the safety of everybody, just like with COVID and stuff.
Yeah, I get it. It was just like the little girl doesn't know that.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
it's like,
So it's so sad.
It's so heartbreaking to see that. But then it, like as an adult, like you're like, I get it, but for a kid, they don't understand. So you're just like, oh no.
Yeah.
But there's a viral video of like this little girl, like running and hugging Pooh Bear, and like I guess somebody was like running like at the kid, something like that was happening. But yeah, it's so sad.
Yeah,
but understandable. Like,
well, the time's over, so
yeah,
that's good. Any other news?
Besides that, park stuff.
And the
Marvel thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back to campus news.
Yes.
They announced finally the third attraction that's going to be going into campus. I guess so now campus is going to be entering the multiverse. And so this new ride is going to center around if Thanos had actually won. And like the concept art is pretty cool. Where it's like he's like King Thanos. So he has like this really intense crown and just beard. I get very like Thanos meets like Lord of the Rings, like Sauron kind of vibes. And it just has like literally every single like Marvel character like fighting. So it's like animated Spider-Man, like just even like I think there's like some of the X-Men in there too in the concept art. Basically everybody who's anybody in the MCU and like just Marvel in general is in that like photo, and like they're all like fighting Thanos, and it's like people like in like a little like ride vehicle. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, I will actually have a ride that I want to go on in Avengers Campus.
You don't
Don't
like
know
the
how you-
workout in Spider-Man?
I
Web
can't
slingers?
stand it.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I can't
Top
stand that one
tier.
either.
I'm biased to Guardians of the Galaxy, so
I love
I'm not.
Guardians,
Top
but
tier.
the
Best
ride mechanics, nope. I don't like the straight up and down.
oh, it's so fun.
It's not for
So
me.
fun, dude.
And I love it because like you don't know like when you're gonna drop. It's like okay, and like what is it? Depending on the song, is how
Yeah.
crazy it's gonna be, right?
Mm-hmm.
So fun.
And that ride doesn't just drop you; it pulls you down. You're going
Yeah.
faster than you would if you fell.
Yeah.
It's awful. I can't. Every time I go through the line because the line's really cool, and then I get to the end and I'm like,
Best
where's the
Guardians of the
exit?
Galaxy song. We got the funk. I have it written down in my notes because that's how much I love that ride. That's like the most intense one.
there are only like 3 options.
No,
No, there's 6.
Six, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I really want to go to Walt Disney World because I want to ride Cosmic Rewind.
Ooh.
Yeah. I keep watching videos because I'm so obsessed with that ride. It looks so fun. You okay over there?
Rex is down,
All our clones just keep falling.
Austin.
except for Bosk.
Bosk on a mic.
He's got claws.
Must be nice.
That's perfect, dude. I'm just gonna keep him right there. All right. We
Yeah.
get a D23?
I think so. Just quick little highlights for that.
Yeah. I'm excited for the changes.
Yeah.
Disney?
Especially the Disney changes will
Yeah.
be fun to see. Hopefully, as long as the park doesn't go downhill more. Get more expensive, and then it just won't be worth it anymore.
Yeah. I personally don't mind like the wharf getting changed. Like to
Yeah.
me it's not.
Changes are fine.
Yeah. I could
But
see how Bug's Life was like a big change.
I mean,
But now it's like Bug's Life isn't really relevant.
Yeah.
You know?
I
Like
never went.
Cars?
I never went to Disney California Adventure to see Bug's Life.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Cars Land is sick. I want them to do more stuff like that where like Cars and Batu are like the 2 coolest places because like you feel like you're in there. You
Yeah.
know, like all the other places you're like, yeah, like this is cool. There's like a little reference here and there, but like there you like look around everywhere and no matter where you look, you
Yeah,
feel
the
like you're
details are
in
all
the
there.
universe.
So-
you
in
know?
Cars, everything is made out of like a part of a car.
Yeah.
And just
And well, like, and fun fact too about like Cars Land. So if you notice in Cars Land, there's actually no curbs because technically when you enter Cars Land, you yourself are a car. And so you like cars can't just jump over the curb and walk somewhere. So that's why everything is this flat surface because you're just going through.
no need for pedestrians.
That's pretty
If you're all
cool.
cars.
If you're all cars,
I always get to that stoplight and I like look both ways before I go.
my
I'm just like, oh, wait, I don't need to do this.
it's just how we're programmed. We're just like, all right.
I know.
And it's like that like flashing like yield. You're just like,
If I'm gonna make a left, I just stick my arm on like, all right, left.
that's my right. Never mind. Oh God, he flew.
I cannot sit in this chair today for some reason.
None of us can sit in chairs today, apparently.
I can sit in my chair fine. I don't know what's wrong with you guys.
know,
But
dude,
before
I-
we started, I was fighting with my chair, trying to figure out.
I
how to
had
sit
too much
down.
coffee this morning, so I'm like,
All right. I think that wraps up D23.
Yeah.
And those fun tidbits and news.
tidbits and news.
Now to the beef.
The beef. Is this 2460?
It is not.
What did we say? 24.
We are right now. We are exactly a minute early. So if you skipped
Oh.
ahead to 24:46, ha.
Wow. Look at me go.
We were pretty close.
You were
Yeah.
very close. Good.
All right. So, Andor just came out, released 3 episodes, and I wanted to ask you guys first impressions. What do you think, Blake?
Andor. Man, I really need to get comfy in this chair. Stop fidgeting around.
I don't know what it is today. But we just,
I don't know. I'm just very.
You're moving the mic and it's making a noise
I know
every time.
the McDonald's coffee really got me going today. Andor, first impressions. That was your question.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
yeah.
I'm loving it.
All right. Enough said. Jeremy.
For my reaction, my camera, please insert here the GIF of Lady Gaga going beautiful, mind-stopping, or mind-blowing, show-stopping, never the same, original, wow. Yeah, no, I loved it. I thought it was fun.
Mm-hmm. What did you guys think of the style of it?
What about your reaction?
Oh, my reaction. Same thing. Loved it. Absolutely was enthralled by the first 3 episodes. Yeah.
I've never like had a show that I love this much, like right off the bat. Besides Mando.
It was so different, but entirely interesting in its difference than regular Star Wars that we've seen. It's not fantastical, if that makes any sense. Like it's not Jedi. It's not the big powers at play.
Well, it's even too like with like Rogue One, where very different like Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Because I think Rogue One was like the first like a Star Wars story, right?
Yep.
Yeah, just right off the bat, completely different vibe. I think with this show too, you're just like this is so different. This is so which I love because it takes us away. We are now following a whole other like entity or person, and we're getting to see the Star Wars universe as just regular everyday people.
Yeah.
And just
nobody
like,
is a hero, like in the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Like obviously Cassian's someone you're rooting for, but first 50 minutes he shoots a guy in the face,
dude,
who's begging for his life.
I loved that.
It
whole
was-
like first like 15 minutes just felt very like Tron vibes, the lighting and everything, and he goes into
Blade
like
Runner?
that.
Blade Runner,
Yeah,
I've heard.
that's the word. Yeah. Love that whole like vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Blade Runner,
Yeah.
like crossover type thing. I thought that was really rad.
I also say the acting in this show is just really good all around. Like everything feels so natural in the way that they act and react, and like
yeah. I'm really liking it because it's exactly what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be dark, because like Cassian, like before Rogue One, you know, he's done some bad stuff, so I want to know.
in Rogue One, he literally shoots a guy in the beginning too.
Yeah,
and
but
it's
then he
like,
like kind of turns good towards the end. But like right before that moment, like I want to see what he was doing.
Because even
know?
at like at Star Wars Celebration when Diego Luna was talking about it, they're like, what can you tell us? And he's like, right off the bat, you're gonna see Cassian just be very dark.
Love it.
And then, because I guess the whole show is the whole series is supposed to go into like leading into Rogue One, and so he's like, you're gonna see Cassian in the beginning. You're just not gonna really like him. He's gonna be just this very dark guy. And I'm like, I just love Cassian in general.
I know, but I can't help not loving him. Like when I see him already, I'm like, Cassian.
Part of me is like, oh,
I loved him right away because how dark it was.
Yeah.
Just because I've wanted to see this side of Star Wars, you know, like same thing with when like Vader is like ruthlessly like dragging that lady, like just like the dark stuff. I feel like it's been very light. I like the change of pace.
I mean, it's not bad either way, but like
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But I like the kind of not Old West vibes, but I don't know. I feel like it's going back to the original Star Wars kind of.
This show?
In a way, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say
Or,
it's
I
not.
mean-
it's not like the original.
I mean,
at all.
was like, no.
Sorry.
The
Mando.
original is Luke Skywalker and everybody just like being heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminisces a little bit of Mando season 1 and
Mhm.
just that story arc. I mean, Mando got quickly out of that because they had Grogu,
Yeah.
who turned everything pretty light.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing, but yeah, it's very different when you have no characters. I mean, except for B2
Well,
emo. Is that how you say it? B2 emo.
I don't think anybody ever said his name at all.
No,
it's
they
just
just
say
said
call him
B.
B,
yeah.
but his official name is B2.
It's like B2
emo.
I love that droid.
He's gonna come
so
back in the
good.
next episode.
He started
Yeah.
talking. I was like, that's not what I expected.
No, not at all.
I want all more B2 emo content.
I want to make one.
Gonna come in like
Really
a
bad.
black paint job and be like, "Tonight will be the night that I will fall for you."
Listens to the Black Parade once.
I joined the Facebook build group for him.
Did you really?
Yeah. I might build him.
He seems so simple at first because I'm
And then-
like, he looks
yeah.
like a trash can with four little wheels.
Yeah, and then we were looking at it, and I was like, "Oh,
got
that's
a
actually
lot of
pretty
detail.
complicated. Like
yeah.
inside,
just
yeah,
like
Mhm.
move.
yeah,
God, like I love what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Someone take the wheel. I forgot what I was gonna say. My mind just went blank. Jesus,
You're
take
on
the wheel.
I was gonna ask you guys,
Grogu, take the wheel.
because Cassian, it's very interesting. Do you guys think that would you call him a killer at this point?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
Why?
Because to kill people.
Okay, but I mean, like,
I
is
think
there anything more to that, or
Is he a ruthless killer? No.
yeah?
Is he a
He's-
killer? Yes.
he's a killer, but he's doing what he thinks he needs to do to get where he
I mean, the first
wants to go.
one
Yeah.
he killed, like that was
Yeah.
you
That was-
knew
yeah,
that
that was
you
a
knew
straight
that
up.
was gonna go bad if he went to back to the police station with the dude. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, you knew exactly where that was gonna go. If so like
Mhm.
yeah, he made the call that he had to do.
Yeah.
So
Can we just say how quickly like that guy like instantly turned to like, it was an accident.
Yeah.
We'll just pretend. Then like I'll
I
go
mean,
with
the
you.
guy kind of knew that he was screwed at that moment.
yeah,
When Cassian's holding the blaster, the other guy's dead, and he's like,
yeah.
It's like, oh god.
yeah.
And then like the chief knew exactly what happened. I was like, it's kind of weird. How'd you know exactly what happened?
I mean, it's
It's the whole like.
I think there's a lot of being able to tell the character
Yeah,
of like kind of faction in this show already,
yeah.
where even the
I
people
hate
on
those
like the
guys so
Empire
much.
side, I don't really know what to call them, but even they realize like what's going on here, like how some officers are acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate those guys. That officer bugs the
I
crap out of me, dude.
enjoyed watching them.
He bugs the crap out of me, dude.
Did you do something to your suit? I had
Well,
it tailored, sir.
He reminds me of
It's
some of
like-
the officers I worked with, and I was just
Yep,
like,
yep.
oh my god, dude.
They're
They're
that one
so
guy.
annoying.
All I can think of is that video of the child going like, "You're disrespecting a future U.S. Army soldier."
Yeah. And then that
Oh my
becomes an
God.
actual
Yep.
officer, and
The
they're
funny
just
thing is,
so
like,
terrible to work with.
It's a character.
we all know that person.
Yes, exactly. Like
We've all
it's
had to
not
deal
it's
with
not
that.
a fake thing that you're watching. You're like, oh my gosh,
It's that
can
one
literally see
kid
this
when you were
happening.
in school that's like, oh, are you gonna collect our homework? And like no one did the
Oh,
homework. And
God.
you just look like here's like,
That's it. That was my exact thought when I was watching that. I
Yep.
was like, God, I hate this guy.
mm-hmm.
and then you have and then that other like officer that was like, oh yeah, like I totally agree with you. You're just like, oh god, there's two of them now.
Yep.
Yeah.
When he gives the speech to everybody.
Yeah. You know who that
Oh my
the
God.
officer, like the one that tailored his suit, reminds me of? He reminds me of the kid in Saving Private Ryan when he just like lets his friend die and he's like at the wall. Have you guys seen
Oh
that
yeah,
movie?
yeah.
I've never seen it.
Oh, well, there's this dude and he like, there's like fighting, like his friend is getting killed in the back and he's like just in the corner,
Mhm.
like, or he's like behind the wall, like can hear it, doesn't do
Jeez.
anything.
Yeah.
That's who that reminds me of.
That guy.
That guy is,
You can see the fear like
Yeah.
struck into him as the third episode progresses.
Yeah.
But before we get there, I mean, we have. It took me a while to figure out which character's name belonged to who, because in the beginning they said a bunch of names. They're like Marva, Bix, Tim, and whatever, and I was like, who the heck are these people?
I'm
And
really
as
bad
it
with
came
names,
on,
so I
Yeah,
keep
I'm
going on like
terrible with
IMDb
names.
and just like I'm like, who's who?
always put subtitles on because it'll sometimes.
oh,
like,
don't
say
get
who
me
the
started
character
about the
that's-
subtitles, dude.
It helps. Now I know that Tim is spelled with 2 M's.
Yes.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Cassian when he's young. That
Ah,
bugged
yes.
the crap out of me. We can get to that in a second.
Those are like subtitles for that language, or
No, there's no
No.
subtitles for the language.
When-
you have
when
no
all
clue
the
what's going
scenes
on.
with the kids.
You're just trying to piece it
Yeah.
together. Like, so Weston and I were talking about that yesterday. Like, usually there's like another person there. Like, it's like Boba Fett with the Tusken Raiders, and he's like, "You want me to dig?" Like, you get like the sense of what they're saying, but here it's just like, I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay. There's
It's
children in
probably,
the
I
forest.
I had no trouble figuring out what was going on.
Like it was something where it
I
was
can figure
intuitive
it out.
enough.
I'm just saying, like, there's so much airtime of that to where it's like, it's just weird. Like, just put subtitles. Like, why not have subtitles? See what they're saying.
I don't know. I just got confused because it
Seems kinda
switched
weird.
shots a lot in like the third episode between like the current stuff going on and then
Yeah.
the recent.
Like, I got it. Cassian was an outsider in the group. He had a sister. They went to go do something, to go search the thing that blew out of the sky. There
the
was gas
Separatist
everywhere. And,
ship or something. They
Yeah.
had separatist logos on them.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
weird.
and then he went in there and destroyed everything because they he thinks that that's what destroyed their planet.
I
Yeah,
wonder.
I got what's going on. It was.
Thank you for watching. This has been a summary by Clonusnug of
I hate you guys.
Andor.
It was just annoying that like there was no subtitles. I don't know. I feel like it's not just me, but I know.
Maybe not.
Comment below if you like subtitles.
Did we? Oh,
For
wait, no, I
languages
guess
that
you
we
can-
don't know. Yes.
I mean, R2 never has subtitles.
But we know what's going on.
But see, that's the thing. You have someone talking there with him that like explains what he's saying. And this, it's just like
I just think they did a really good job of just getting their points across. Cause like the episodes to me felt kind of short. And I feel like whatever they were throwing at us, I was like, okay, cool. Like it wasn't too hard to follow. It was very like, here you go, here's the trail, go with it. And you're just like, okay, cool, here we go. And so I think everything that like in like what was it, the planet called Canary? Yeah, everything having like on like those like Canary flashbacks. I was like, okay, pretty straightforward. I do have questions of like the separatist ship. And then
I think those are questions that I'm not gonna ask and just wait for the show to explain it because I don't feel like theorizing about that. That would
I'm
just
not,
be
I'm not
dumb.
theorizing. I'm like, I want to know. I'm like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I see these little tidbits. I'm like, are we gonna explore these? Like, what's gonna happen?
don't hold your breath because we've been waiting for the doctor from season 1 of Mando.
Yeah.
For 3 seasons
that
now.
guy.
He's got the freaking Camino patch for
Yeah.
cloning, and I'm like, I saw him in the trailer, and I was like, come on, just give
You know
me the
how
story.
many people were like, "Oh, this means this and this and this," and
Yeah.
you're just like, it's never paid off. So why even
No,
bother?
Yeah.
it's been 3 seasons plus
Yeah.
Boba Fett, like a couple seasons of Boba Fett, like still have
It's
no.
like, oh, we're not gonna touch this. Okay.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
there. You saw it.
that's Dave Filoni right there, just like
He's
make
like, look.
make them sweat.
He's like, you know what that symbol is. You know what that means. That's all I'm gonna give you. I'm like,
Yeah,
yes, sir. Thank
And
you.
then they contradict by calling them Republic officers.
yeah.
So I'm just confused, and I'm not gonna put any more thought into it and just
Yeah,
let
me
it
neither.
go.
I'm just gonna let it roll.
Yep.
They're like, all you need to know is that this is how Cassian came into their possession. That's it.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to like Cassian's point of view, pretty much. So you see him with some friends. What planet are they on? Do we know?
don't remember.
Ferrex.
Ferrex?
Ferrex, yeah.
Ferrex.
That sounds familiar. But you have some very interesting characters. Some really crappy characters like freaking Tim.
Who is Tim?
Tim
is he the guy that died?
sucks. Yeah.
Listen, I was
Tim is a.
I was rooting for Tim
Right?
probably because I thought he was cute. That's why I was reading for Tim. I'm like, okay, cool. And like he was into this girl.
He had like a new accent that you don't really hear as much in Star Wars. What was it?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think the actor himself, he's Scottish.
Scottish, yeah.
Which you know,
I didn't want to be wrong.
as
I'm
much,
really bad
so-
with accents.
same.
I
And then
looked
there's
up
the
his
other,
IMDb.
the secondary
Yeah.
officer who also has like that
Yeah.
thick accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was Tim. Okay.
Yeah,
Good
Tim,
riddance, Tim.
Tim sucked.
Yeah.
I was
Tim
rooting for you,
sucked.
Tim, and you suck.
Like
You
after the
suck,
first
Tim.
episode, I was like, "Freaking Tim, man."
Tim, man. Stupid Tim.
Okay, he gets ended. Yeah. We don't have to deal with Tim anymore.
Oh, Tim.
But Bix is really cool. That's the girl that was with Tim.
I like.
Yes,
her.
she's pretty cool.
She seemed like level-headed, smart, and kind of like aware of everything that's going on, and obviously trying to help out Cassian. I don't know what their history is, but Tim was always like suspicious.
I
of
feel like
them.
they dated before. That was like
There,
the.
for like a hot second, there was a spark there, and I think
Yeah.
Tim is like not on
And
the
then Cassian
rebound,
ruined
but
it,
like
you know.
yeah,
Yeah, but like at this point, Cassian obviously goes to her for I think like selling parts or something, and then getting in contact with
it's like kind of like collector kind of guy.
yeah.
He has like that little like imperial box thing. I don't forget. Did they ever say what it was?
They did, but I didn't understand what it was.
Weston?
The seal was
It
intact.
was-
That's all I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, the seal's
He
intact.
kept saying that, and I was like, okay, but what is it?
Seal is intact.
And it's this like
I have to go back for the books.
it's this like tacking
I
looking
know.
cube with like the imperial like cog on it. I'm like, what is it?
Cool. Is it a hard
Could just be
drive?
one guy left. I can get it.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty good, Cassian. That was actually pretty good.
Oh man,
We
yeah.
got the big one.
We got the big one.
We haven't done our weekly impressions.
I know.
That was a good for this
I
week.
love
That's
I
good,
liked it.
Cassian. Yeah.
Cassian, yeah. Have to go back for the bucks. Could be one guy left.
Yep.
Really think there's gonna be one guy.
Can I just say that I love that whole like scene where they're in that warehouse kind of thing with like all the chains and everything. Like I was stressing out
it
with like
was-
how they were swinging and stuff.
Yeah.
That
That was
was
a different
really well
dynamic in a
done.
firefight that was like just that little bit of extra tension. And you're like, okay, they're fighting like these doofy officer dudes who obviously aren't that great, but like it's such a like treacherous area to fight in that
Yeah.
And then obviously the box being you know, the thing that Cassian wants to get back. And but at this point, the what's his name? The old guy who's like trying to recruit Cassian.
I don't know his name.
I don't know either.
I'm sorry, we're bad at names.
Yeah. I'm terrible at names.
The rebel officer dude. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's officially like rebel yet.
Let's see.
But he was like, I don't even care about the box. I want you because you're
Yeah.
like. I think he said he's like I came for this, but I was looking for more, and I obviously got more with you because
Yeah.
I think what intrigued
Luthen?
him.
Stalin Skarsgård.
Wait, that's his character name.
That's the actor. Sorry, my bad.
Oh,
I was
I was like
Luthen Rail.
Luthen.
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 Full name.
This is really catching
yeah.
my breath today.
Back it up. I don't just hear. Oh gosh.
Sorry.
Skip ahead.
Yeah, skip ahead. What about now?
That's good.
One of my favorite actors are like characters, Marva.
Oh,
like
yeah.
oh god, she was
Mrs.
so good.
Dursley.
Yes. Oh my god.
She's Harry Potter's like
Aunt Petunia.
stepmom. Oh, aunt.
Is that?
That's her.
Wow.
She was so good. I hope we get more of her. But
yeah.
the whole part
That was very
where
interesting.
Cassian walks in and he's like, oh yeah, like sorry I didn't come home last night, and like trying to play it off, and she's like just seeing right through his like
Yep.
BS.
What'd you do?
And she's like, what'd you do? And like, who else did you tell? And like, she's like, I was thorough and like all the
Yeah.
paperwork, like I never put like where you were really from. And just like her, oh man, just like watching her talk and like
Right.
be like this like mom.
And in episode 3, you see that backstory of with the when Cassian's a kid, her first
Yeah.
finding him and being like, we can't just leave him here to die. We gotta save him.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was phenomenal. I want more of her
Also, the
character.
cockpit of their ship looks exactly like the cockpit in Jedi Fallen Order. The one ship that you
The
fly around in.
Mantis?
Yeah, the Mantis. Same cockpit with like the high up seats and everything. And I was like, that looks the same. And then you have the Millennium Falcon-esque ship of Luthen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when they're shooting back and forth between those shots, I was like, Millennium Falcon, Mantis. Millennium Falcon, Mantis.
I didn't
Um,
really get the like why she took him. Like she said that he killed an officer or whatever, but like
I think it was more of like because I think she was saying I could be completely wrong, but I from what I like I had the TV on pretty low. I think when they were like investigating that like separatist ship, she's like, if the Republic comes and finds him here, they're gonna kill him because they're gonna probably think that he killed them, and like probably like do harm to Cassian.
I don't know too
I
much
think that's
about
what I
it.
understood.
yeah, I didn't really
So-
get it, but
But she
Whatever.
she basically wanted to protect him for whatever was coming to that ship.
Yeah.
and
Either
didn't
way,
they
she knew he was gonna die.
didn't they
just
also say that the planet was destroyed from an Empire mining facility?
idea.
I thought that they said
I think
Empire,
there used to be a mining facility, and it's like they didn't really get much out of it.
but was it for the Empire? No, because it said it was like destroyed.
I think when they were like
Like,
asking
all the-
like whether like oh like who knows anything about Canary, she's like there isn't much about it. It like used to be this like mining facility. And he's like something like she says that there's not really much there. He's like, cool, so there won't be much to sift around then. Like you should be able to find the trail faster.
But I could have sworn he said that, or they said that it was like an Empire mining facility.
Something like that.
But if it was the
something there.
Empire that destroyed it, it was during a different time, so I'm really
Yeah.
confused
I mean, could be.
on all that. Because it already looked like everything was destroyed when they were walking there, but that was during the Clone Wars.
What's the time leap from Kid Cassian to current Cassian?
I don't know,
I
but I
have
know
no
the story
idea.
is 5 BBY.
Oh yeah.
The story right now where Cassian is, so
That's
5
probably been
years
15
before.
years.
Yeah,
Probably. Okay.
I was just curious. I was really confused about that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the Kid Cassian plot alone
Yeah.
for now, and just
We will see more when we see more.
hopefully, if they don't say anything the rest of the season, I'll be like, all right, well, that went nowhere.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with because there's a lot of other things that looking forward to in the show.
I want to see more of the Bell guy.
Bell guy. Oh, the
The
guy
Bell
with
guy
his
was
headphones
sick,
on.
dude.
just
He's like,
oh. Yep. Dude, he came to work ready every day.
That's someone who like loves their job,
Mhm.
and it's like he's like my job is so good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
He-
sleep so good tonight.
Was he ringing that bell during the reckoning?
he was, yeah.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that part was cool.
Dude, the Reckoning was sick. I like didn't really notice it. Like it kind of went in the background, and then when she's like, it's not when the sound is going that you
When
should
it
worry. It's
stops.
when you stop and it just like keeps going. I was like,
yeah.
dude, this is sick.
That was really
Like,
cool.
It's so ominous and
Ah.
just like,
Everything about that
Ugh.
like end like fight and everything is it was done so well
yeah,
to just perfectly portray the growing fear in those officers,
yeah,
Yeah,
security guards.
yeah. And I love how the whole town is just like, you're not messing with us.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here. you
very
know?
good like camaraderie like in that town.
Yeah. Like even I know it was his friend, but the dude that worked at
Except for Tim.
the shop, except for Tim.
Frickin' Tim. He
Frickin'
didn't
Tim.
get the memo that we all love Cassian,
Yeah.
and he should be
The
protected.
heck, Tim.
Frickin' Tim.
Good riddance.
We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
I
I was
wasn't.
not.
When I first met him, I was rooting for him. I was
Uh,
like, oh, this sad, lonely guy like wants to be with this girl. Then he like calls them, and I'm like, bruh.
Meh.
The music in this whole like first 3 episodes has been phenomenal.
I have to rewatch it for the music.
The music
again.
was so good. I think it's like towards the end of like the second episode, where it's just this full on just like drum solo like thing happening. That was so good, and like it's this whole like 3 episodes are the music has been so unique to the show
Yeah.
and like just Star Wars in general.
Yeah.
Um.
They kind of do that with each of the shows. They'll try and give them their own spin on music. Like
Yeah.
The Mandalorian was very different when it first came out because
Mhm.
it uses like these weird instruments. Like, whoa, this is cool. And then Boba Fett had an entirely different thing too,
Yeah.
where it was a lot more like chanting and stuff, and it was cool. And then
Chanting Boba Fett.
live for that
I know
song.
you
And then Kenobi, it kind of went back to more of the
Mhm.
original Star Wars because having a theme for Kenobi, it just felt proper. to
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
back. And now Andor, its own thing.
I need a full soundtrack like ASAP because
Right?
like so good. So it is very hot.
It's
I'm
very
so
toasty
I'm
in here.
sweating like crazy. So what else
Um,
happened in Andor?
So, I mean, we
We kind of jumped
covered all
around
the
a
cha-
lot.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't want to talk
I'm trying to
about the
think of-
kids anymore.
yeah, I'm trying to think of like the second episode, like what happened in the second one.
For me, everything kind of blurs together, except
Yeah.
for the last episode because that's where you get the main
Yeah.
fight, and everything's built up to that. So you see in the beginning, the start of like, well, I guess the first scene where Cassian's looking for his sister. That's something that's
Mhm.
something that's going to drive him in
Yeah.
this. And then you already see right off the bat the arrogance of like the officers and security guards like trying to go beat up Cassian, and
Yeah.
then him just being fed up with it. Like when he has the guy at gunpoint, he says, "Tell me what to do." Just
Yeah.
kind of like in his face, like you think you're always like in power, you're always
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
be like that. But it's such a good
God, I
theme in
love
this show
Cassian.
of
So
like
good.
people are just getting mad at
Yeah.
being told what to do and bossed around by
Yeah.
these people that when you look at them, you're like, these people don't deserve like the power they have. Like
Yeah.
the main antagonist for the first 3 episodes, that one suit fitted officer.
Yeah.
Like you can you can kind of get the sense that he has no battle experience.
No, not at all.
He doesn't know what he does. He's just there being like that snobby little kid who's like
just graduated
always
the
following the
academy, dude.
rules.
Yeah.
Yep.
I read all the textbooks.
The funniest
He's
thing
a
is
butter
when
bar, dude.
they're like walking around the town looking for Cassian, and the secondary guy is just like, oh, they might be behind us or they're coming this way, and the officer's just like, well, why are we standing here? What are we doing? He's just like, you can see he's trying to like step back out of the action a little
Yeah.
bit. He's trying to find an escape, and so when he finds that like door, he opens up and he immediately shoots at the little aliens
Yeah.
that like run by. He's just like, I was like, bro, calm down.
Yeah. He has no battle experience.
Yep. And
Dude,
then,
he was frustrating me so much the whole time because he's like trying to get Cassian for like no reason. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, Cassian killed 2 officers.
he's
but
trying
like,
to justify it to himself by
Yeah,
saying
but,
like
like-
to other people.
But like Cassian did like nothing wrong. Like, he just got. I mean, he did do something wrong, but like what I'm saying is like to get like robbed in the first place.
Yeah.
Like he did nothing except for some girl talked to him and they got
Sure.
mad. Like,
Yep.
you know, and then this whole events
Yeah.
happened because they were.
Well, again, it's
stupid
that thing of
officers.
like Cassian sees everything from one way where he's not doing anything wrong, but these people are picking the fight with him.
Yeah.
And so eventually people just get fed up with that. And at that point, like, is it wrong to fight back? Is it,
I don't know the right answer.
you don't have to know the right answer.
I know. I'm just saying I want to say yes, but I feel
yeah,
like
at
no.
what point?
There
is it
are
good?
consequences to your actions.
Yes.
Yep. And now Tim is dead.
To me, that sounds like a win.
Good job, Cassian. We didn't need that guy.
He just like runs up, sees Bix, who, oh my gosh, she was getting like beaten by the officers.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
They
Dude,
don't
the
show
amount
it, but she
of-
like falls down. There's blood on her face.
Dude,
I
the
was like,
amount
oh
of
my
in this
God.
show blood, cussing, and drinking.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's
what are we
And also
watching?
other
Like,
activities.
what I,
yeah.
dude, I really thought for a second, I was like, are they gonna go there?
Yeah, dude. That was mind blowing
I mean,
watching that in Star Wars.
first episode, and they're in a place, and I'm like, I was watching with Kevin, and he's like, "Wait, is this what I think it is?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yup."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a show that you guys would watch with like your young 12-year-old kid?
No.
Yeah, that's. I was thinking about that when I finished. I was like, I don't think a kid would have understood what was going on.
Yeah. True.
But I think it's such an important Star Wars story to tell
Yeah.
that like, it's gonna be so successful in the way this story is told.
Yeah. I think it's gonna
And
be.
it's gonna go down as like this is like a pivotal moment in
Yeah.
Star Wars storytelling where
I think it's gonna be one of the
Yeah.
best Star Wars stories we get.
I'm
Sure.
already in love with it.
Yeah. Which I'm excited for because I haven't found a show that I'm really like in love with.
it's weird because
In a while.
like you sit there and
From
you're like, this
Disney.
is Star Wars, but where's the stormtroopers? Where's the Jedi?
Mhm.
Where's the Mandalorians? It's just like regular people wearing like Batu bounds.
Yeah.
It's just like sure.
I thought
the
about that.
costumes look so like very
Yeah.
very casual, very just
Tim
like
and what's her face when they're in the little hut. I was
he
like,
had a hoodie.
I was like, I feel like I have that shirt. Like,
Yeah, he
I
had
was
Tim
so
had
confused.
a hoodie and a jacket over it. Felt
Look at
very
all these-
like Batu Disney bound like hipster.
Yeah.
I was
All
like,
these
I was like,
galactic
I like,
denizens.
yeah, yeah. I love the costumes. It felt very.
Yeah.
It feels very like real world relatable.
Yeah.
Because yeah, not everyone. If you were in Star Wars, everyone's like, "I'd be a stormtrooper. I'd be a Mandalorian." And you're like, "Nah, you'd be Tim.
He'd be Tim. He'd be dead.
Also, what a name, Tim with two M's.
M's.
How do we make this spacey?
Out of all the
Two
names
M's.
in Star Wars, Tim.
Tim.
Yeah, he also sucks because his name is terrible.
That's probably why he's dead now.
Like
Yeah.
Quinlan Voss.
That's a
Tim.
perfect name.
Tim.
Like,
Like even Commander Cody. Like Cody's a common name, but like it works because it's
yeah.
you got Commander Cody.
yeah,
You can just have
Tim.
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 You know what's a really cool name? Are you guys watching Rings of Power at all?
Yeah.
Okay. I just love watching it and saying Galadriel's name.
Ah, that is fun to say. Galadriel. Galadriel.
All the names,
been in
all
this
the
fight
names in Lord of the
since
Rings
I
are
was
just
6 years
fun.
old.
Since I was 6 years old.
Galadriel, I can get the bucks.
I just love saying anytime it comes on, I just say her name and like I just look at Kevin in the eyes. I'm like Galadriel, Galadriel, going to Numenor.
We're going to Numenor. Galadriel. I have to get the bucks.
Have you found the ore? Rings of Power, another great show. Wow, watch it.
box.
Can we get a prop of that?
Prop of the box?
That'd be pretty cool.
Galadriel,
It's
the
never
box.
been opened, you know.
The seal's still intact.
Seal's still intact. You
Uh,
said that so many times. I was like, okay, the seal's intact. We get it.
I know. Oh, I just want to comment that his blaster is one of my favorite blasters that we finally see in live action now. It's basically a version of. Do you guys know Kyle Katarn
yeah.
from the Jedi Outcast series?
Mm-hmm.
The blaster pistol that you start out with that game is the exact same. I think it's a K16, but it's got that like double shot feature where you can like charge up and shoot, or you can just take little shots. But they use it for Cassian now, and it looks gorgeous. I'm in love. I want one for my Mando now.
I'm in love, and I don't care who knows.
That's
Where's that
another elf
from?
reference for you.
That is
Elf
an
reference.
elf- yeah.
I'm in love, and I don't care who knows.
For that special someone.
For that special someone.
It's a
I
great,
love that movie.
great movie
We should do a watch party with Elf.
of Elf.
Elf Watch
Yeah.
Party.
So for those of you who have never seen Elf, which is absolutely nobody,
If that's true.
I'm judging you if you haven't seen Elf.
Yeah,
Right.
same. Unless you're like 12 and under.
Even then, like that's like a movie you
No,
just
that's a
have to
pretty easy
just.
movie to
That's,
watch, yeah.
that's like a like.
You're judging a 3-year-old for not
Yeah.
seeing Elf.
I've judged 3-0 for a lot less.
What time are we at?
I don't know.
Can't see my eyes.
Gosh, 56.
56.
That feels natural.
Yeah.
Also, I know you're wondering, like, wow, these three guys look so beautiful, and you're right, we do look beautiful. But also,
What?
if you haven't noticed,
What?
this is the first time you're seeing
Oh,
that guy.
I didn't know where you were going with
Just let me talk. Just let me talk. Just let it happen. Cool. Yeah. So our awesome logo was made by the incredible at Gin and Tonic. And now we have it on our wall. Wow. It lights up.
So funny.
Yeah, the sign by Gin and Tonic is amazing. That guy did such great work with making that logo and everything.
It's
You
so
said there's
quick.
like
Look
a few
how
versions.
Cool.
too, right?
Like our helmets look on that.
Right?
Even like the Beskar in Beskar.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yep.
Ingenious.
Yeah, so he gave us like just like Project Beskar, just the helmets.
It's so
Project
simple
Beskar
and so
with
cool.
the Beskar bricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave us a cool bunch of different options. So
Gin and
thank you,
Tonic,
Gin and Tonic.
you are also beautiful.
Absolutely.
I've never met you
10 times.
10 times. Always. You are beautiful. And you two also watching. If you're watching this like on your computer and you just happen to see your reflection on the screen of your computer, just look at that reflection and think, wow, I am beautiful also.
There you go. Now you can
And
look
now
at
we're good.
yourself.
Look at, there you go. There's a perfect black surface. Just see your reflection. You probably have like bedhead or something. You're just watching it on your phone. You're just like that on your phone. You're still beautiful.
And if this is ever on a podcast app where you don't actually watch the video, then
Then your ears
Go
are
look in a
beautiful.
mirror.
Go get up right now and look in a mirror and say, "I am beautiful." All right, well,
All right.
that concludes this episode of Project Beskar. You're beautiful. We're beautiful. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye.
bye.
Goodbye. Fade out. There it is.
I have to get the box.
You have to get the box.
There may be only one left. I have to get the box.
The seal is still intact.
It's still intact.